Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me for episode 27 of our continuing adventures here in the Fortress of Anvilseal in the Planets of Soul world. And we're just under 100 dwarves in total. And we have kind of begun on, for those of you who are just joining us, a rather large mega project where we're trying to utilize our two volcanoes, Idgim, which is shown here, and Nashtath, which is down to the southwest. And we're trying to basically turn those, link up those volcanoes on the surface here by way of a large moat that we're digging down to get access to. And then we're also going to be building that moat out in this direction as well, so that we can kind of surround ourselves with a lava moat and build the fortress up that way. We are on the side of a mountain, though, and so as we look down, we've got quite a bit of building up to do with lava-safe materials in case, just so that we don't flood this valley. And one thing that I think we want to make sure we've got taken care of is just maybe have a way to flood this lava off the map. And so that's also going to be a project that we're going to have to take care of. I want to dump the lava somewhere down here, not in the area where our creek is, or our brook. So maybe we take the lava and we drop it down here somewhere eventually. But we still have a lot of work to do to get to that point. As you can see, we do have our miners digging out a whole bunch of stone down here next to our stone processing facility. And I believe this is the Engravers Guild here. But they've been kind of digging this through as something to do when there's not any digging orders on the surface. We're going to change that as we jump up through here. We're going to change that as we go up to the top. This is our main hall, of course, and we've relocated one of the temples, and we also are working on turning this into a viable farmers guild here. It's going to take some doing, though, because this is not really set up quite right for a farmers guild, but we do need to tear all of this out. So I think that's what we're going to do to start this episode out. I'm going to give the dwarves some orders to zoom in a little bit here so we can kind of get a better sense of what's going to happen. Since this is all dug out, we're going to turn this into rhyolite floor. And I think I'm actually going to, keep building after placement. Let's keep that going. We don't really need a hallway that goes back this direction anymore, but I don't want to wall it off just yet. So, but this is going to be a hallway here. And we'll probably just wall it off and make that, cut this area, access to this area off. Or we might use it for something else. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We do need to retrieve these blocks. And there's a lunite boulder over there that we should probably take care of. We'll just leave that there for right now. It's going to be an unfinished part of the fortress. We also have a stray boar. And you don't have to tell me twice. We don't have a sow, and it's not a pet. So we're having bacon tonight. All right, so we have this all set up. I'm gonna have the dwarves set to engraving some of this stuff as well. This is gonna just turn into the Farmers Guild, this entire area. It doesn't make sense not to do it that way. The more space that you have, the easier it is to have that value. And then we'll just add to the Farmers Guild when we get all the space set up, and then, of course, subtract from this area here. And you know what? I kind of screwed this up here. Let's fix this. Let's fix this order before we get started. I did say we wanted to leave a space. We'll just do we'll do doors directly across from one another. That makes sense. And I don't know how I want to get this going. We might just take this wall and go all the way down here. But the bees need access to outdoor access, so I don't want to make it inconvenient for the dwarves to get through here, though. So probably, heck, I don't know. We'll make this. And I'm taking away from my accessible space there. Put 2 doors there. Yeah, you know, this is just going to be an odd-looking area. That's really what it comes down to, you know? You know what? We're just going to try it, and we're going to see. I haven't had any issues with it so far when I've tried it in other forts, but you never know. And it would be a shame to lose footage. And we still have the same kind of grouchy-ish dwarves. It's the same 4 that are usually in the... Look at all those seeds. Oh, and look at this. What do we have going on here? Looks like we've got traders in the year 50. And if my notes are correct, they want amulets and rings. And don't ask me why, but I almost said omelets. Tim Nardatan has arrived. Dabble's daughter has arrived to talk to... I think it's going to be Kib now, since he's the mayor. And... Alright, well, I just set them on doing this entire thing here, so we're gonna be a little busy for that. I don't know that we have a lot to trade, if I'm being 100% honest. Hopefully the bees still have access to the outdoors. Yeah, keep those yaks out of there, guys. That one's just wandering. Let's do something about that. Alright, we'll let them get going on that. Should probably just make sure that everybody's assigned to this pasture. Yeah, everybody is. We can probably name this too, now that I think about it. We'll just call it Anvilseal pasture. And yeah, I know I'm kind of looking at, like, I want to watch them build this. But the problem is that we kind of got some work to do upstairs. I'm sorry, downstairs. So we've got... Oh, and you know what I should do is I should double check and figure out where this caravan is coming from. Usually they come from the west here. Oh, hey. We can unforbid those. But I don't see where you've come from. Oops, we'll zoom out. I don't see a caravan over there. I don't see a caravan over there. Are they going to... Oops. Oh, they came from the east this time. There's the wagons. Okay, well, got a lot of things to discuss here, as I'm sure you already know. Yeah, they're unloading right now. Let's do the diplomacy first. Mayor Kib meets with Feb Letzmosler, who is the Baron's daughter. So be polite. Be polite, Kib. I'm your liaison from the Mountain Homes. Let's discuss your situation. Yeah, I think I know what we're going to discuss, but you're going to say that there's much to share, and then you want to know what's going to happen, what we want for 51, and I think it's going to be the same stuff. I still want boulders, or just, I guess it's just stone. Stone, right there. And we are going to need lignite and bituminous coal. So let's make sure that we do that. Limonite is, yep, another one. This game is just so detailed, and I don't think that there's a lot of thought put into balancing certain basic mechanics, if that makes sense. And that's not a knock on the developers. Like, Zach and Tarn seem to really want to stay close to how do you even say it? Stay close to reality, right? So if you know anything about geology or whatever, and this is the way that it works, that's probably the way that it works in game as well. And I actually think there's a certain allure to that. There's a certain amount of interestingness that comes from that, and while it might not be balanced, or it might not produce a gameplay experience that, you know, is uniform or whatnot, it's quirky, and it has character, and I do appreciate that. I do like that, even though I cannot find anything in here. Dolomite. I already had limestone checked. Mudstone. It seems like they're in different... It seems like they're in different orders every time they come by. Which is strange. Very strange to me. Like, why would they be in different orders? Maybe it's because of the civilization. My civilization, the planets of Sol, or the Tapered Irons, maybe they have different access to different things. That's the only explanation that I can come up with, because some of these things, they had them in there and now they don't have them. We'll ask for that. We're going to go with wood as well. Or maybe it's logs. No, it's wood now. Okay. Just keep bringing us wood. We don't have any wood on the map. We can't cut trees or do anything like that. So any wood that you can bring us, we'll take. And part of me feels like, you know, that's as much as we need to ask for in this situation. Like, this map is going to provide us with everything else that we need. Maybe some animals, some meat would be nice to get some better meals. A need for fish is for 51. Yeah, no. We eat our fish. Sorry. How does that even work? All right, let's get some trading going on here. We should have some gems that have been cut. We've got oh wow, we have a lot of iron bolts. We have some silver bolts. I think we can sell those. Those aren't very good. Copper bolts are decent. We'll sell the bronze. Yeah, look at the value on those. Although, this is wrong for whatever reason. And these are... Okay. I was freaking out for a second there because... I don't want to sell the bone bolts because those are going to be our practice shots. A lot of silver. Hey, look at, we made a steel bar. We have 1 steels. We have a lot of bismuth as well. These are not valuable at all. I'm trying to find something that I'd be willing to part with. Yeah, maybe some cut gems. I think we're going to have a lot of these because we're near a volcano. So just bring them on all up, guys. And then I'll take like 1 out of each category out. And that way, we'll keep that one. That way we'll have plenty of... So we can get some goods to trade, or I'd like to get some meat so we can cook some decent food. Even though we don't really need it. Actually, you know what? We have 3,768 food, so there's no point. There's no point in really going hard on the trades. That should be more than enough. We got to keep the puzzle boxes, but we can do like the boats. Like, we'll leave a few of them, because we don't really have that many children in the fortress anymore. So... leave you with a couple of forges. Yeah, alright. I'm comfortable with that. That's going to cause, yeah, 144 items. That will get us probably whatever we need. And we did kind of like... we did do a good job of making this look quite luxurious. Just a hive of activity there. Wow. Look at them all. Stupid camel. Get out of here, camel. There you go. That's quite surprising. My goodness. Got a pretty happy fort. Look at that. Let's get the broker at the depot. Oh, hey, look at that. Urist Kulik Tegeth, the militia commander, has bestowed the name something something Gusgash upon their iron shield. Thank you, Urist. That's cool. Clear that out here. I should probably dig for the rest of that steel, too, if I'm being honest. Or for the rest of the ingredients for the steel. It's Fath here. We're still waiting 5 items, guys. Do me a favor. Let's get those 5 items. Round it up. Hopefully here's one of them. You would think that, like, oh, okay, we're ready. Oh, they're still unloading. Your apologies. How did we get ready? Well, I guess we have like 100 people. Oh, that's very convenient. Ban on certain exports, which I kind of expected. But pay attention. Bolts. Oh, well, bolts in general are prohibited, so we can't get rid of any of our bolts. That's fine. Beds, battle axes, and puzzle boxes. Okay. So all those bolts that we put into... Could not find a path. Oh no, that's a different one. Alright. Let's drop down. Actually, let's go up. Is it up? Hey, look at that. No one can get through and make this wall here. There's hundreds of dwarves just traipsing through there. Hey, we got the wall taken care of. Good job. Actually, oh my goodness, and we've got a migrant wave coming in. How about that? Excitement all around. Love it. Okay, so lots of stuff happening. This is good. This is good. Yep. We'll start engraving here once things kind of get... Once things calm down a little bit. We will want to get this all engraved. Just so it looks nice, you know. A migrant. A migrant has arrived. That tells me that there's only one. And that brings us to 99 dwarves. And there's a joke about problems in there as well. But more dwarves, more problems, right? Did I get these engravings going? Yes. Okay, excellent. All right. Back up to the main hall. Can we start trading? Yes, we can. Okay, so... No. Wow, you brought gems and blocks. There's rough gems. Boulders. Let's take a look at your boulders. We'll take the limestone. That's it. Oh man, that's... I'm not gonna lie, that's disappointing. We'll take all the logs. I think we need chains or flasks. We do need some instruments. Whoa, those are pricey. Maybe we'll just get, you know, a few of them. Boy, these are pricey. We're gonna need them for our temples, though. There's a sea brick. Okay. Yeah, okay. These are more my speed here. Let's get some gussels. We don't need toy boats. We're actually going to sell you a bunch of that stuff. A llama, an alpaca, guinea cock, doe rabbit, horse, turkey, donkey, horse. I don't really want any animals. I don't really have a good spot for them to graze. Bumblebee venom. Weird. I don't think we need food. Barrels, buckets, no battle axes, no war hammers. kind of would like to do some spears in this fortress. I think that would be nice. We do need some crossbows, but I think for that price we'll probably just have somebody make them ourselves. You know, we could use some picks. We definitely could use some picks. Just, you know, we'll throw a few picks in there. Just so that we have them hanging around. Kind of don't think that, like, I'd like to be able to just make this stuff ourselves, you know, which is why I'm just kind of scrolling over it. We might actually be able to have immediate use for it, but it's just going to be like a one-off type of thing. I'd like to have a complete set. We're going to set up our squad as well, just so that you know. We need to set our squad up for our crossbow dwarves. We don't want bags of sand. I think there's enough accusing of that on a double volcano map as it stands here, so we don't need any more. Nothing in the bags is really jumping out at me, so... and the cloth, yeah, probably not as well. We do have some bolts here. It might be good to take a look at that. Crowns, no. Rings. That's a lot of anvils. I don't think we need any. I'm not going to get any meat or fish or leaves or fruit. We're going to avoid the food this time. We're going to kind of take it easy on... I'm going to take it easy on some of this stuff. That might be to my detriment later on. I think we need some splints, though. We don't need super expensive ones. And I know we need some crutches. It seems like we're short in the hospital. Don't need nest boxes or large pots. Yeah, okay, so what are we looking at? Unless we go back for more instruments, which... let's just see what we have to throw out. But I think unless we go back for more instruments, we can probably meet this quite easily. Yeah, let's see here. So let's throw all the cut gems in. Yeah, see, that was great. We can get rid of the boats, the hammers, axes, mini forges. Silver bolts are banned from export. I think all of them are banned from export. Yeah, they are. So we won't trade those. And we're actually not quite to the point where we would be green. If I take a few of these off, how close do we need to... How many of these do I need to take away? Yeah, you know, you're gonna live with that. That's fine. Oh, maybe you're not going to. Okay. Does yellow mean you're close, but not close enough? There we go. I swear I've had them take yellow trades before. Oh, and they did. Okay. Sweet. All right. No trader required at depot, and let's make a stockpile for our bolts, shall we? We need to go up to our pyramid. And we'll just throw a stockpile right here. And this is going to be ammunition. And we'll make it a custom one. I don't know what long bolts are. No metal. Just bone. Yeah, bone bolts. That's where that goes. And then, I don't know, like, I feel like... Yeah, max bins, okay. We don't really have a place for them to store, like, regular shooty bolts. So, we're gonna not set a stockpile up for those right now. Although, it might be good just to... You know what? I take that back. I take that back. We're gonna do it. It's just gonna be back here in this corner. We'll just call it good bolts for now. And it's going to be an ammo stock. And it's going to be bolts. And no bone or wood in this at all. And we can actually just put... If I end up with wooden bolts, we may as well just allow them here. So, like, these are the practice ones, and this is where we'll temporarily keep everything else until we have, like, a spot for them to go. And you know what? I think it's time. Let's look through some of our dwarves and see who we can make into our second squad. We've got 99 dwarves, and we only have one squad. I'm a little worried about getting sieged. It seems like our highest priority would be, you know, getting this area taken care of, getting our lava moat situated. We are a ways out on that, you guys. I think we're at least a couple of years. And so, yeah. Let's find a squad captain or a squad leader that we can promote. Usually, watching a biting demonstration. Shorest is unhappy. It's a legendary hammer dwarf. I feel like maybe these unable to acquire things, maybe we just need to do some craft items for our dwarves and get a few craft dwarves going on certain crafts items. I think that's actually another thing I'd like to do. He's unhappy, though. We can't put Stumpy in the military. Grouchy. Sorry, Stumpy. Let's check in on Stumpy. What are you up to right now? He's stressed. He doesn't like the meals, which I can understand. This guy's just gone through the ringer, man. He's an expert stonecutter. His ability to grasp, yeah, so he's still got some stitches from his previous collapse. And he's missing his hand. Yeah, dude, you've been through the ringer. I'm so sorry. Stumpy's had it rough, hasn't he? And we may as well meet our new arrival. Is Lore. He's a 61-year-old male. So kind of a young buck. Disdains eloquence and leisure time. He's envious. He has a poor memory. He's sloppy and scatterbrained. And he's a novice swords dwarf. So he does have some military skill. I don't really think that you're a good choice for... Good choice to be a squad captain. Seabrick Allied Portal, though. She has an unmet need to fight. Seabrick Astelmistum is going to be our squad captain. Let's do archer. And we'll make this red with a background of black. We'll just do a random name. Valleys of Crystal seems nice. Let's do that. Astomistum, you are in charge. And then we got to fill out the remaining 9 positions. I'm not sure who we're going to give to that. Let's try and find some dwarves who everyone's so busy. Yeah, let's put Lore in there. Urist and Anir. Oh, gosh. There you go. Do I want... I really don't want to roll through all these dwarves. You're socializing. And you want to fight. Logomirth. Lots of dwarves that want to fight. Is that a good thing? I guess it is. So many engravers. Yeah, we can... Wander, be with family. Martial training. Yep. All right. Ingiz, you're next. Okay, this isn't that bad. Just grab a bunch of non-busy... Just grab a bunch of engravers. You want excitement. Kel Olenbisik. You wanted excitement. There you go. Martial training. Eat 'em. Yeah, you just have to look a little bit. Okay, that was just Edom. That's fine. Animal dissector. He wants to fight. Momas. I said that about 5 different ways in my head. We have 2 animal dissectors named Momas. Gosh. They're right next to each other. Nora Moral. Okay. Maybe both of them want to fight. Wouldn't that be funny? Yep. Let's check the other animal dissector here. He's constructing a building right now. He wants to fight too. Wow, that's not going to be confusing. Momas, come here. No, not both of you, that one. Double Momas squad. We have 4 animal dissectors, which that seems excessive. Enith is a minor, though. Okay, so animal dissector, check Zan. Do you want to fight? Yeah, you do too. Seems like there's a correlation between wanting to fight and being an animal dissector. At loose one, at least. Let's see. Is Enith interested in fighting? She wants martial training. We've got a lot of dwarves that are very militarily inclined in this fortress, it seems like. Or at least they want training. Okay, so we've got our squad. The Valleys of Crystals. And they're a crossbow squad. Although I don't know that they know that just yet. I've been very slow on getting them going. Let's do our equipment here. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so for training, I want you to take bone bolts. And then, okay, so I see how this kind of works. This is interesting. I've not played with this before, but for training you can use bone bolts or wooden bolts. And then for combat, I want you to use metal. And whatever you find is fine. Add uniform. No, I don't want to do that. I want to edit that uniform. Oh, see? That's a problem. I don't want them wearing this uniform. Okay. All right. Do we make breastplates and mail shirts? Good lord. Let's look in the stocks. We have 1 iron breastplate, 3 steel breastplates. We've got a bunch of breastplates. They're all locked. These are forbidden. Okay. Yeah, we've got shirts. Okay. Let's get the schedule going. Let's do 2 on, 1 off training for you guys. That's strange. All right, well. We're doing 2 on, 1 off because that's what makes sense. That's constant, ready, and no orders. Quarterly is... oh, gosh. Quarterly is once a quarter. Last month of the quarter, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Galena. Yeah. That's weird. Okay, so yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. You guys need to get better at shooting first. We're going to add a uniform, I guess. And this is going to be crossbow. Oh, you know, we should probably do... I think we have all of this stuff. I know we had made it earlier. The last episode, I think. No, we already did. High boots. Shield. Oh, I almost scrolled past it. Oh, we didn't... we didn't make any crossbows. I forgot about that. That's kind of an important detail. So we're going to get rid of this archer one. And we're going to assign them crossbows. And I guess, you know, since we've got a crossbow squad, they're not going to be able to do anything. But let's make some iron crossbows. Yeah. We'll do a dozen of them, just in case. Cool. Oops. Too fast. Let's double check that these have outdoor access still. Uh-oh. This does not have outdoor access anymore. Maybe it didn't have outdoor access to begin with. Yeah, don't install another colony. Boy, that one keeps getting... Why is that getting suspended? Oh, gosh. I didn't think about that. Nice job, Onk. Tell me you can do it now, please. Okay, it didn't get canceled. Oh, the dwarves and their quirks. It's really a pleasure to see, and then at the same time, it can be quite frustrating. Like, the reservation that I have about complaining about all of the little quirks that this game has is that if I complain about them and the devs go and fix them, does the game somehow lose a little bit of its allure? You know? It seems like a very a thing that you have to be very careful with, you know? This will be where they can milk. You see, in my mind, that stuff all makes sense. Probably gonna have to align this with the Lunite as well. Bah! Is there no honey being made? I mean, we've got everything set up, and I thought, and that's probably to my detriment, this is not triggered. Do I have to gather honey? Like, they're not doing this. Why are they not doing this? Do I need a beekeeper? Is that what the problem is? Let's go do some labor. And let's add a new work detail. And I think is it animal husbandry? No, it's in farming. There it is. Okay, so he's a beekeeper. Yeah, there you go. We'll have 2 of them become beekeepers. And we'll see if that helps. Because we've got a whole bunch of colonies that are ready. And we won't install a colony here. This has no outdoor access. How many jugs do we have? Is that the problem? We got a bunch of granite jugs. So that's not the problem. Okay. I don't know why I just did that. Let's get it all engraved, boys and girls. This is going to be a hive of activity and not just for the bees. Engrave some stuff about your dealings in Anvilseal, dwarves. Tell us your story. Tell us what you think. I wonder if we do have honeycomb. Let's just see. We have honey badger. There's a bunch of bee remains. There's a joke in there about honey badgers. That's funny. Once we get the stuff up here engraved, this is just going to become an entire farmer's guild. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I mean, I get dwarves like to do this stuff, but that is out of control. That is a lot of dwarves in one place. Now, to be fair, many hands make light work, but that is all of the dwarves, I think. Nice. Adil, Shem, and Nil all making masterpiece stuff. That's fantastic. This kid's trying to milk while everyone's just... Can you imagine this? Look at this. So we've probably got, I don't know, 40, 60 dwarves in here doing this right now, yes? And all of them are engraving, which means they've got like hammers and chisels and, you know, all that stuff. Well, that's going to be a lot of dust. That's going to be a lot of noise. That's terrifying. But, you know, it's mid-autumn. We're going back into winter. Oh, that's kind of scary, you guys. I'm a little worried. It's not like we're going to run out of food or drink or anything like that. We're totally fine there. It's just a lot of work on the surface still that we have not been focusing on. And this was a big undertaking. It's just a sock laying on the floor here. But I think we can start digging down. Okay. Let's put some furniture in. Yeah, you'll get your... or the clays. Um... Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, go get that stuff. Guys, what is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. These should be gathered. Do we just not have enough people to do this? Like, am I just working you all too hard? Yeah, I don't understand. I must be missing a step because that shouldn't be. Oh, we have a strange mood. Shorest is claiming a stoneworker's workshop. And Kib has a new demand, our mayor. What is your new demand? A lead table in your bedroom. Sure. I can do that. Let's just make one. That's a very odd request, but if you want that, that's fine. I get it. All right. This is ready to go, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So let's go here. We're going to repaint the zone, and we're just going to add to it, you know? Yoink. Perfect. And then I want to subtract from it, because this is no longer part of your guild. At all. Don't even go over here. This is going to be off limits. Everything's made out of rhyolite in this fort. What are you guys doing? I'm betting it's a ban on something that you've already banned before, and we just won't export it, we promise. Moody Dwarf can't find needed item. Well, let's go take a look at that. Which workshop do you got here? Oh, and he's stressed. Art is life. Stacked cloth, shining bars of metal, stacked cloth, rough gems, quarry. All right. There's a lot of stuff just sitting here. So we've got the 3 stone. I know we've got... Yeah, so I've got 3 stone. Oh man, it could be a lot of different things, couldn't it? There's a lot of stuff in this workshop too, so it might be worth... Skeletons. I'm thinking it's... Because there's 2 stacked cloth. It's either bone or cloth. Although we have a lot of cloth, so maybe it's bone. Not bine. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I bet you it's bone. That's what I think he needs. All right, so how are we going to deal with that? Because we've got plenty of livestock. We could just like slaughter one of these calves. Let's kill the fatted calf. And let's see if that kicks him out of what he needs to do there. And we're going to have to slow down. Like, honestly, guys, this is this is problematic. Okay, he's slaughtering. Oh, I lost track of him. Where did he go? Okay, so now he's gathering items. So it was bone. Good job, Ankh. I don't know where that is. It's like, we have plenty of cloth. Oh, he was taken down to the butcher shop. Let's get rid of this stuff before it starts stinking up the place. Okay, so he's good. He's gathering. Which is all that we care about. As long as they're gathering, you know? Got all of our food sitting here. This is looking great. It's going up. You guys need to have more parties. Eat more food. You guys are all just hanging out in here socializing in your uniform. And you're meditating on rainbows. Okay, so what did we miss here? Oh. So this is something that a rookie-ish... I'm rookie when it comes to dealing with squads and whatnot. And I think we need some bins. Let's make some bins, shall we? I know you guys are fond of lead bins. We had some lead wheelbarrows made a while ago. And people seem to respond to that positively. We need bins up here. Because we got all of our ammo, but there's one little bit of it here. We need some bins, guys. And then we need to assign the squad. Gosh, I can't believe that. This is the barracks. You're gonna train. Yeah, and you're gonna store all of your stuff here. You're just not gonna sleep here. And then this is the valleys of Crystal. Oh my goodness. So we've been like sitting here for a month, and those guys could have been up here training. Get up here and train. My goodness. I'm kind of not interested in, like, yeah, okay, so now you're coming up here. Good. All right. All right. That's kind of a problem. Okay, so Shoris has begun a mysterious construction. I'm sure it's mysterious. Let's start digging. We can start digging down in this regard, and I don't really care too much about these doors. We're going to have to go down one more level, and then we're going to have to build up some walls around this. So let's start. This is going to be second priority, because you never do first priority on this kind of stuff. We're going to start digging down here. And I think the lava moat's going to start right there. And we need it... How wide are we making this one? I think it's 8 tiles wide. So we're going to go 8 tiles here as well. Oh gosh. And you know what? I just thought of something here. We almost caused a collapse. We still might, actually. Because look at this. Very, very careless dwarves. Don't take my orders for it. You shouldn't take my orders. I literally almost caused another collapse. Yeah, I can understand why you're bewildered about that. Oh, that's bad. Hey, we avoided a collapse, though. That's the important thing, you know? I guess. And yeah, I guess we could do this part. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's nothing out this way. Yep, more lunite. Nice. Okay, and Shorest or Stistinol. Stumpy! He's created, enlisted. Oh, that's not enlisted. Ellis Lysid. Ellis List? A microcrine. Oh my gosh. I'm too excited to say it right. A blue stone crown, and he offers it to the mighty Anvils. Stumpy, I am proud of you. Does this pull him out of the... Does this pull him out of his bad mood? Does it? Let's pause and let's take a look at this thing. Dude, Stumpy, I'm proud of you. Is it in here? I think it was this one. No, it's not. And Lizlicid. There it is. Wow. 20K. I'm sure it's not actually worth that, but if we tried to trade it, we're not going to trade it, by the way. This is a creation of Stumpy's. This is a microcline crown. All Crafts Dwarfship is of the highest quality, is encrusted with octagon-cut clear zircons, studded with silver, decorated with yak bone, and encircled with bands of round microcline cabochons and rectangular granite cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of silver and cave spider silk. On the item is an image of Uzol Onertones, the dwarf, and dwarves in orthoclase. Uzol Onertones is surrounded by the dwarves, and the artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Uzol Onertones to the position of King of the Tapered Irons. This must be our king. I'm still kind of learning about this. I didn't really dig into Legends mode when I began this fort. But yeah, that's cool. All right. On the item is an image of a point cut gems in silver. On the item is an image of a forgotten beast in cave spider silk. This is quite the crown. That's very cool. Let's check in on Stumpy, and let's assign this crown. Oh, that's already being used. I guess we go up this way? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go up there. You know what, Stumpy? I know that you're offering this. I know you're offering it to the mighty Anvils, and we appreciate that. But I think there are few dwarves in this fortress, very few, who have given as much voluntarily or involuntarily to Anvilseal as Stumpy has. And so, as such, even though this is a fortress artifact, this is going to go in your bedroom, Stumpy. You created this. It's going to be yours. Oh, press honeycomb. I just saw the job and then canceled it away. Guys, what does that mean? Oh, here's a bunch. Yeah, honeybee wax cake. Honeybee honey. There it is. We lost a whole bunch of honeybees. Sweet. Okay. So, yeah. Gosh, I didn't recognize his last name. That's hilarious. Good on you, Stumpy. Let's take a look here. One more time. He's still not happy. He's still stressed. He's a legendary stonecutter, satisfied after creating artifact and improving stone cutting. He wants to cause trouble. This dwarf is good dining room. Yeah. I think this is probably one of my favorite dwarves that I've encountered in Dwarf Fortress, and he's one of the least happy ones, if that makes sense. And that just goes to show you, like, the stories that this game produces are just fantastic, you know? Let's go, crowns. Well, that took a minute. There's a bunch of lead bins being made. We'll go up and check on our... Someone go get that crown and put it in Stumpy's room. Oh, man. That made my day. It's the little things, you know? It really is. There it is. Wow. Microcline crown. I don't know why I can't say that today. We love you, Stumpy. We know you've had a hard life. We'll do what we can. Let's check and see if there's any mead making going on. No, I had the right one. Make mead. Have we made any? Not yet. Is the make mead job... Guess we don't have enough. Where did... Can I find it here? There's the wax cakes. Fat. Yeah, we're not using the plump helmets like we were. Let's find out where they put that honey. That's the wax. These are all forbidden. Why are we forbidden? Get rid of them. Is there a jug of honey? Does it actually show that there's honey in it? No. And we did trigger the granite jug job, though, so... I don't know. We'll give it some time. Okay, look at that. Yeah, pew pew. Let's go, boys and girls. All right, so we've still got a lot of digging here. And gosh, you know what? We just got to keep... I keep saying it, but zoom out just a little bit. We're going to have to do this very carefully here. Because collapses, if you know what I mean. We can actually build this wall out. Well, they're off duty. Oh, that's super cool. And I think we'll actually have to go a little bit further down, or a little bit further south here, and a little bit easternly. But we'll do that momentarily here. I don't want to do that just yet. And is this lava level? No. So we have 2 more levels to go down here. Whoops. Cancel that just in time. Oh, that's the wrong way to do that too. My gosh. Somebody gonna get killed. Somebody's gonna die here. I just can feel it. Why am I so bad at this? I'm absolutely terrible at it. It's annoying. Still working on making those bone bolts. It's funny. You know, you think you have all the supplies that you need. Yeah, these are just sheer drops here. Oh no, am I going to cause a... Oh no, this is still connected. My gosh. Scared me for a second. Someone just throwing their pigtail dress there. Careless dwarves. I'm kidding, it doesn't matter. And we'll carve this back so we get the correct width here, because we want a 8 tile wide 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 8 tile wide moat. So that's what we're going to do. Once we have our 8 tile moat along the back here, and this is the one that we need to fill up first. We really do need to fill up the back part of the moat first so that we can level out the volcanoes, because Noshtath needs to get filled from Idgim over here, because Idgim's lava level is a little bit higher at the top. Once that's leveled out, we can start building the other side, you know, down here. And then, you know, we'll have room to make maybe a pyramid or something else, a couple of other cool buildings I'd like to throw out here. Just as, you know, a monument to Anvilseal's greatness. This is a mega project. Like, I always get... It's always really compelling to do mega projects in this game. For some reason. I don't know why, but it really is cool to see, you know, these huge things come together by these little workers that are just, you know, scurrying about, following your orders rather blindly. Hauling a boulder by hand. So, I think we'll do another level here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 2, 6. Yeah, we need to go 2 back. That's what it's going to be. So we'll dig 2 down, or 2 south, because I want to leave 3 spaces here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll go all the way back to here. Come on, guys. And then the rest of this we can just, like, probably wall off. Or we don't really need to wall it off, but we'll need to... just need to make sure that it's dug out properly. I guess we can keep digging that. Yeah, so that's the width of the moat. I suppose that we should go... Gosh. We should go 1 level back then. We won't worry about digging that. Maybe 2? 2 levels back? Sure. So we know generally how wide the moat is going to be now. It's just getting them up there, getting the miners up here, because we have so many of them. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that should be good enough. And as long as we get past this area here, then we can figure out what to use this area for. But right now it's just, it should be walled off. Yeah, okay, it is walled off. Great. Because I don't really want any dwarves going in there. And, uh-oh. I forgot about that lead table in the bedroom. You're not the only one that forgot, Kib. Alright, let's go find Kib. Sorry, Mr. Mayor. Oh, he wants to fight too. You want a table in here? Let's put it up. Yeah, let's put it over here. Have a lead table there, Mr. Kibb. I mean, we have it already, so even if the demand does go away. Just make sure that gets taken care of. I like to see it and then check to see if the demand is done. Or somebody has to haul that lead table all the way up the stairs here. Who is this? Shorist Tin Lance. Thank you, Shorist. Oh, hey, he liked that. Okay, so he forgot, but we surprised him. That's what I'm going to say. We surprised him, and yeah, okay, that's as far as we're going to go. We'll leave the rest of this, untouched up here. And then we'll just start digging down. This can go back to priority number 2, because we're not going to hit anything along here. Perfect. And then we can actually start digging down one more layer, because why not? Dig, dig, dig. Okay, so then what are we doing over here there, guys? So we've got our moat, and our moat's going to run along this area right here. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I left myself 2 additional spaces. So let's go down. Oh. Hang on. What's underneath this? Gotta call 811. No before you dig. Yes, indeed. No before you dig, because here, we're gonna cut into the Farmers Guild. And we certainly don't want to do that. We'll just leave this area here. We do need to, shore this up. We'll have to do some shoring when we get to that point. And then that's just going to run right into there. Oh, this is looking great. It's coming together. We'll just slowly go over this. And we'll get a save game going, of course, as well. And, this is kind of the opportune time to, I think, wrap this episode up. We're getting closer on the lava moat, on the backside of the lava moat at least. And, there's been a lot of progress here. We actually have some beekeeping going on. Winter is upon us. Yeah, it seems like a good stopping point. So, thanks for joining me for episode number 27. As the dwarves continue to dig and continue to work their way down to the eventual goal, this mega project is going to take, I think, several episodes. I'm still enjoying this fort a lot, guys. So, thanks for coming along for the ride. Come back soon. And as you go on about your day, well, don't forget to hit someone with kindness. We'll see you next time.